JK, welcome. So far nothing. Let's see. 1080p! We did it! See, if something's broken in tech, you just turn it off and on again. And it'll work sometimes. Alright, let's make sure YouTube is 1080p too. Awesome! We fixed it. Good job. Alright, so this is CubeSpace. Well, actually let's change that because it's no longer CubeSpace. We're gonna go Control-Shift-F, which brings up the global search in VS Code. I'm gonna search for CubeSpace. CubeSpace. And everywhere that that's mentioned, I'm gonna change it to Berry Game because that is what it's called now. Weirdly enough, oh, okay. Well, welcome to this little window is so hard to do stuff with. Berry Game Alpha. Oh. Berry Game. Remove that. Berry Game. I think in my hold on, where else is it? This title I want to change because that's what renders here. Still says CubeSpace, but I want it to say Berry Game in camel case. There we go. That's cool. Where else does it say it? In the README. We'll just probably delete all of this. Why can't I use any keystrokes? Hello? There we go. To do. Alright. App. Actually, I'm gonna leave that one. For now, we'll leave that. Alright, we'll leave all the other ones because I think I have some dependencies on those back-end names through serverless, so I don't want to mess that up yet, but everything on the front end I'm just updated to Berry Game. So let's look at the changes. Yep, all the NPC dialogue, the login title, which you don't even use, the title, this is the main one, and the README. And we'll just call that Berry Game rename. Commit and push. Boom. Alright, now let's look at my agile board to see what we are doing right now. We are still on the inventory system in progress. On yesterday's stream, we just made the initialized component. So now when I press I, you can see this little red box here, which is just a placeholder for now, but we got the key working, so I can press I to open and close this inventory. We need to do some styling on it because you can see when it opens now, it actually shifts the whole canvas and these scroll bars come in. So super shit experience, but we can easily change that just by putting a position absolute on this element. So if we just inspect it, I go position absolute. It shouldn't do that anymore. Let's give that a test. No, it still does it, but if I do that through CSS, let's have a go. Let's close this. If I open up, I just have this one big CSS file. I'm sure a lot of people will be cringing at that, but I actually kind of prefer it sometimes when I want to do some fast stuff. Oh, I just realized we don't even have a class name on the inventory. So this is my inventory div, my inventory, what do you call it? Component. I'm gonna remove that hard styles I had and make a class name called inventory-window. Save that and make a style for it, inventory window. Position absolute, and we'll do a padding of 15 pixels, and we'll keep the background color as red for now. Let's see what that looks like. Refresh this just in case. And there we go. Now it's not doing the weird scroll bar thing that it was doing before, so that's cool. Now let's think about where we want to position this. I'm thinking pretty much in the middle of the screen. So how would we do that? We've done something similar previously with translate, transform. I think that's somewhere else. Let me transform. Where did I do that? Oh yes, in the drop down, of course. So in the drop down, top left, we just want it to drop down where the key is pressed, where the user is clicked. But for this, we kind of want it in the middle of the whole screen. So window.innerWidth will get the width of the whole window, but that's in JavaScript. I feel like in CSS, where is the CSS file? We can go something like top 50 view width. And let 50 view width. Oh, sorry, top should be actually view height. So that would be close to the middle, I think. Oh, no, it's not even, can't even see it anymore. Let's see, inventory window here. Oh yeah, it's there, it's just hidden behind everything. Is that a z-index issue? Yes, it is. What should we bring that? 1. We'll leave that as a 1 for now. And you can see it's a little bit offset to the right. That's because the middle point is here, but the rendering of the whole div actually makes it go width and height lower. So I think if we use transform 50% X and Y, we can actually bring it to where we want it to. So let's give that a go. It's a CSS thing, transform. How do we do that? Actually, I might need to Google here. CSS transform. Transform translate. That's the one I wanted. Transform translate. Minus 50%. Minus 50%. And that's actually, I think, in the middle now. So yep, just gonna copy that over to the CSS file, and boom, we have the inventory popping up in the middle of the screen. Sweet. I'm gonna remove this console log, which I seem to have left here. Okay, sweet. We're gonna do some more styling on this. Obviously, we don't want it to be red the whole time. I'm not really sure exactly what kind of style I want to go through. I'm thinking of like a low opacity with a border, similar to this chat box. Actually, the chat box doesn't even have a border, but it should, in my opinion. So let's just do that in the inspector here. So I'll remove the red color. I'm gonna go border 1 pixel solid. We'll we'll start off with black, but then we'll click this black box here and we can actually change it. So I'm gonna just bring the opacity down to about 60%. It's 59, but we'll make it 60 just so it's a nice round number, and we'll add a little radius to the border of 15 pixels, no, 5 pixels I think. That's pretty good. I think I might have a little less opacity black background as well. It's like 10%. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna have it like that. So let's just copy the whole rules and paste that in the CSS class. Boom. All right, cool. And now instead of these plus signs, we will have the actual items in the inventory. First, I'm just gonna have it as a list of text, and then eventually we'll have icons. Yeah. And then we can harvest the tree and get the items in the inventory. Probably just going to commit that as it is for now. I have an idea. See this chat box? I want it to have the same, the chat box, the inventory, and all UI items. I kind of wanted them to have the same styling. So let's make like a generic parent style that we can style all windows with. So gonna call it UI window, and we're gonna steal this, and this, and this, and this. Alright, so now the inventory won't have those things. You can't even see it because of the z-index, but if we go back to the inventory component, we can probably just do this UI window, and then do something like this. Let's see if that made it. Sweet. Now let's see if I can add this UI window component to the chat box. Open up the chat box component. Where do I class name input bar? Where's the actual box? It's not even here. Oh, there it is. ID. So we do this by ID, interestingly. But that's all good. We can still add the UI window to that. It kind of messes it up a little bit. Maybe I only want it on the chat log. Let's see. Where's the chat log? Here. Oh man, that looks terrible as well. Let's inspect that. Where is thine chat log? Here we go. So what are the computed styles? So it already has a border and a max width. Has a border, a background color that we will remove. The height can stay. I feel like the width needs to be 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's update those. Kaza, welcome to the stream. Scott Enos, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna update this. Thanks for the like, Scott. Here we go. Log. Benajaja, welcome. Like 3 people joining in a row. Awesome stuff. Keep joining, guys. Alright. Move background color. What else did I remove? Border radius. And I think that was it. And I added the width. Width 100%. Alright, let's see what that. Oh my goodness, look at this. The border's showing even when it's collapsed, interestingly. Why is that? Max height 0, border none is what it should be when it's collapsed. What changes the here? This. Guess we'll gotta add another class. The chat's open. We should just hide the chat log. Wait, chat log. Can I just do that? Like I have it here. Just like this. Wait. Alright, chat log. Chat log. I guess it doesn't transition then, that's the only downside. But on the plus side, I think we can just remove this, right? Maybe, yep. See how that looks in different view widths. If I zoom out here, does it change? Not really. Alright, you're not going to be able to see this on TikTok, but I'm going to maximize this on my whole window. And the chat looks okay for now. I'm going to leave it. And just commit those changes. All right. Chat UI is my changes here in the chat box. I removed the styling, added the UI window to the log, and made it so it only renders when chat box is open. And then in inventory, I removed the console log and added the styles and added the class and removed the styles. Apps, and then in the CSS, I just added the new UI window styling and inventory styling. Sweet, push that. Nice. Alright, so what should I do next? I think I'm gonna put this inventory system on hold and start to work on the harvesting action. So for the harvesting action, we already have the drop down. When we click the tree, it'll say harvest tree. But when we click harvest tree, nothing happens because I haven't programmed that yet. So how do we add that in? Well, we'll go to where that method is defined, which is, we can just do a global search for harvest and boom, right here. So the way that I've been handling the click for like following the giant, for instance, see if I click follow that, it'll actually go up to the giant, and when it moves, it'll follow that. So it's going to be very similar. When we click harvest tree, we want to go up to the tree and start doing the harvesting animation and do whatever on the back end required to actually be able to harvest berries. So let's have a look at that code. So when I click on follow, Should be, where is that? Here. Follow. We just do two simple things: set the user following and set the click other object. These two hooks are from our state management store, which we have a user input store, which will hold clicked other object and click point on land, and we also have a user state store, which will say like user following, and we might need a user harvesting state. But for now, let's just see if I put this set clicked other object to the tree. Would that actually just work out of the blocks? Be pretty cool if it does, so let's give it a go. Where is the tree? Berry tree, set clicked other object, object ref. Seems like we already had that. Whoa, why is that there? Is that how it is in other object? Sorry, I need to sneeze. Yes, it is. Oh, it sets it to false. And then sets the user following. So the user following is what actually does the following. Ah, okay. What if I set user following to the tree? Let's see. I think I have to import that like I did with the render other user. Whoops. Bear with me here. Render other user. Is it this one? Yep. How did I define that? I'm just going to copy that, remove into berry tree. So this is how you import the state. So import that, and we can just go set user following to the reference of the tree. Now, will that work? Will that make me walk up to the tree? Here we go. Moment of truth. Clicks the tree. Clicks harvest. Oh shit! It just worked out of the box. That's awesome. It's really good when you program something with the future in mind so that it's reusable. That way you can have situations like this when you don't have to repeat yourself. If you've already made the functionality to be able to click and walk up to something, reuse it. Here we go. Walks up to the tree. Perfect. We have a question from X on TikTok. They've asked, what are you working on? I am building a browser-based MMO game similar to RuneScape. I don't know if you guys have heard RuneScape. This is it here. It's built with JavaScript, React, 3JS. If you want to play it yourself, you can go to alpha.berrygame.com, BERI-game.com, alpha.berrygame.com, and yeah, you can walk around there. You might see me online, say hello. That could be me. You can follow me, and yeah, I'm building that out. Thank you for the comment, X. Feel free to ask anything else. Hope you enjoy the stream. Alright, so we've got the walking up to the tree. Now, when it gets to the tree, I want it to start harvesting. Ooh, is this another player? They just started walking. It is another player. We're the only two people on this island. I wonder if this is X from TikTok. Damn, every time I press I, this inventory comes up, even if I'm pressing it in the chat box. So I gotta probably fix that. How do I fix that? How do I make that not show if I'm in the chat box? I need a global flag that disables the input. when I'm focused on the chat box. Okay, I'm gonna raise that ticket. X says this is sick, bro. Awesome, thank you, I appreciate it. Are you a developer yourself, X? Alright. Bug. Inventory opens when I is pressed in chat log. It shouldn't. I'm gonna put I in quotes so we know what the issue is. Sweet. X says they're planning on majoring in cybersecurity. Sweet. That's a very good field to be in at the moment. A lot of money there, a lot of jobs, a lot of opportunity. So yeah, nicely done, X. Should I work on that chat inventory bug or the harvesting? Keep it up, bro. Thanks, X. See you around. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that chat bug real quickly. So let's put that over to in progress, and shouldn't be too hard to do. So we're in this user input store. I'm gonna have a new flag. I'm gonna call it in chat box. Wait, do we ever use a chat store? WebSocket user chat store. Maybe it should be there. I'm gonna call it focused chat, and we'll have this initialized as false, and we'll have a set focused chat. User society, welcome to the stream, and we'll just update that with whatever we send it to. Easy. Alright, and then we open up the chat box, and where we make the listeners, document add event listener here, I'm gonna add another one, and instead of, actually I don't know how to do this properly. What I want to do is React input on focus and on blur. It might just be on the component. Let's see. I think it might be. Let's have a look at some code. Yeah. Okay. See. So let's find the chat input text area here. Or we could just do on focus, and I'll have to actually import the method I want to use here. Set what did we call it? Set focus chat to use the chat store. Set focus chat. Excellent. And in the text area, when they focus it, we will go set focus chat to true, and on blur, which means when they stop focusing it, we will set it to false. And then in the inventory, we can open, oh no, we need to import the chat store. Where is it? But not set focus chat, we need, what was it called? Store focus chat. So focused chat, just that flag. Oh well, focused chat. make sure we import the what? There we go. From the store, and focus chat. We only show toggle the inventory if we're not focused in chat, and not focused chat. Boom. All right, so that should be it. So if I'm in my chat now and I press I, yeah, the inventory doesn't show anymore. But if I'm not in the chat and I press I, the inventory does show. Excellent, exactly what I wanted. Let's look at the changes before I commit them. So 4 files here in the front end. The first one is in this store. This is a global store, kind of like global state management, kind of like Redux, but we're using ZooStand. We made a flag and a setter, this focus chat setter and a set focus chat. Pretty self-explanatory. Is the chat focused, and set it to whether it's focused or not. The way we set it is by having an on focus and on blur on the text area, which is a React way to do things. And on focus we'll just set the set focus chat to true, and on blur we set it to false. Update the store, and then in the inventory component, we make sure we only toggle the show inventory if we're not focused in the chat. So you don't want to be typing something in the chat and opening up all this UI shit. So that's how we've done that. Let's commit that, and that. What were my changes to the berry tree? Okay, we'll leave that there because that's irrelevant. Fix inventory open on chat. Commit and push. Sweet. So now I can take that bug and put it to done. Always a good feeling moving a ticket to done. Yeah, so next we have the harvesting and inventory system to complete. These are medium to large tasks remaining, so I probably won't get to finishing them by the end of this stream. So I wonder if I can do something fun to close out this stream. I have a bunch of notes. I'm gonna look off stream. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, here's something that I wanted to show. Something I want to make a clip about. I don't know if you guys know about this. I didn't know about this, so it'd be cool to kind of show other people. Did you know you can combine Git repositories with unrelated histories? So I had 3 repositories that I'd been working on around the same project. One was just the back end, one was a front end, and the other one was a fork off the same front end that like went further. And I wanted to like start working on a single mono repository that had the history of all of these. Like, it's really important sometimes to have commit history so you know what lines of code were implemented at what time and for what purpose. So there's a really cool way you can do this is if you just have all those repositories in your local machine, you can remote add in with Git. So you just go remote add, you name it whatever you want, and you give it the path to the other Git repository. You fetch it, and then you can merge. It fetches, so it's like a new branch with that remote repository. They can be 2 completely different repositories, but then you can merge it with this flag, allow unrelated histories, and it'll actually merge the 2. So let's see if it shows here. So this is the one that I merged from Virtualify and TechFriend, 2 completely different repositories at one point. And you can see, so at the start we have the red one, which I believe is Virtualify, and then around 2nd of December I initialized the yellow one, which was the TechFriend app, and I started working on that. But now I have the history for both repositories, and that's like super useful for like just knowing why code was written and at what time and by who, especially in instances where you need to go deep into debugging. So yeah, it's a cool tip. I didn't know you could do that before, but yeah, hope that helps out other people. And I'll probably wrap up the stream there. Thanks to everyone that watched. Thank you for all the comments. And I hope to see you guys online next time.